Hello, everybody, and welcome to our presentation for the elective fair at Cerritos High School. My name is Mr. Van. I am currently the CTE graphic design teacher in the VAPA department. And today what we're going to do is we're going to be discussing the program, looking at the many benefits that come with joining this class. I hope some people, in the future will consider this class as an option for either elective or a VAPA credit. And we have a panel of students here that are going to share their experience in the CTE graphic design class. Many of them are actually some of our support team, which is another aspect of our class. So let's go ahead and start with each student. They're going to be talking a little bit about what they've learned and what they've accomplished and their future goals in the world of graphic design. And our first presenter today is going to be Gabriel. Gabriel is currently a senior at Cerritos High School, and he's going to talk a little bit about a project he did with his father. Okay, go ahead, Gabriel.
All right, thank you. Hi, I'm Gabriel. So let me share my screen quickly. So my dad, he's been working on this book about money for the past few years, and he knows I'm taking graphic design, so he asked me to create a few pictures of him to show him how interest works put inside his book. So I use vector.com and Photopea. Those are both websites that Mr. Van taught us how to use to make these diagrams. So these little stuff. So yeah, because of graphic design, I was able to make these pretty decent illustrations.
Okay, great. And how you use Photopea and
yeah.
How did
I use them both. So I use vector to make like the little houses, and Photopea to make the arrows. So like you see the arrows pointing around, like the dotted lines too.
So it's kind of a little animation, huh?
Kind of, yeah. It's like different illustrations, yeah.
Okay. And would you? Is this something that your dad had asked if you could do it, or how did it all come together? How did it come together with your father working you in this?
Well, he just needed some. He just asked for some help, and then I offered him help because I knew how to do this. So it all just kind of came together.
Okay. And what other aspects of the class do you think you would like to talk about? Like other things that you learned in the actual class?
Well, I like how I was able to use more of this like Photopea stuff for other classes. I was able to make posters, some other diagrams. So yeah, it really helps.
Had you known about these programs before taking my class?
No, I just know about the normal Photoshop, that kind of stuff.
Great. All right. Thank you for sharing, Gabriel. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. That was our first presenter, Gabriel Andal. And he's a senior, and hopefully I would love him to pursue this in more detail in the future, in maybe like some kind of junior college or university level class. Okay. Thank you, Gabriel. Okay, our next presenter is Jace, and Jace is a senior, and he has a lot of ambition in pursuing graphic design as a career. Jace, can you please share with us your experience in this class and your future goals?
Yeah, so I wasn't really sure as to what class I'd be taking for my art class, and actually, it was a funny kind of not mishap, but I had signed up for piano, and the piano teacher had dropped, or we didn't have a piano teacher. So I got put in graphic design. I was like, graphic design? I didn't know we had that in our school. That seems like something cool and fun to try out. So I stuck with it. I didn't immediately switch out. I was like, I pushed through, and I was pleasantly surprised. This is a great class, especially if you're trying to learn how to use programs like Photoshop, if you're interested, and because we use a program called Photopea, as you heard, and it's like the free version of Photoshop, but a lot of things are the same, that while the commands and stuff might be different, once you get a grasp of Photopea and you've been looking into maybe you want to try out Photoshop, maybe you want to get Photoshop, you get to try out Photopea, which is pretty much a free version, and see if you like it. And quite frankly, it's pretty fun. We did a banknote assignment where we got to make our own kind of dollar bill, and you really get to express your creativity. And we also had a guest speaker come in and talk to us about his work in the graphic design field. And it really inspired me because I've always wanted to try creating my own brand, kind of for like, because I've always wanted to start streaming on Twitch. I've always wanted to do this. So you have to be able to create thumbnails and stuff like this. And graphic design is a great way to lead into creating that for yourself.
Great. Now, before this class, Jace, did you consider something like this at any point in your life, or was this something that kind of like changed your whole perspective of the whole industry?
I definitely considered taking a class to help push me in the direction of graphic design, but I never really got to it. I never really like took that step. And when it finally came my way, I wasn't going to pass it up. I was like, hey, you know what? It seems like a fun class, and you learn a lot about Photoshop and programs like Vector, and it's just a way to express your own creativity, and it's also good stuff to learn. I mean, and not only that, but I'm a part of the Don support team, and that also helped me communicate with my peers during this time of pandemic where we're staying home. I got to communicate with people and help them, and also teaches you leadership if you're in that Don support role.
Awesome. And one more thing, you're a senior right now, right?
Yes.
Would you have liked to have had this class earlier in your high school years, like as a freshman? You think it would have been a benefit to you?
I definitely would have liked to take the different levels of this class. It's kind of like if you were to take like an early version of computer science and then take it throughout your years at high school. I see it as the same thing. You take graphic design freshman year and work your way up to a college level class. And, it would really help. It really benefit me if I was able to start early and continue on with this class.
Awesome. Jace, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, let's go in and speak to another student of ours. This is Nina. And Nina is going to talk a little bit about how this class has benefited her in other aspects of school. Okay, go ahead, Nina.
So, hi, 你好, Li He. Same as Jace, I picked piano before this semester because I think I'm not good at art things. Then it comes out I have the graphic design and I think I can't design anything. But after I taken this class, I know I can design something and I make it in my civics project. So let me share my screen. So in our civics class, we're going to create our own project and create a flag to explain what our government look like. And this class helped me to put the images I find on Google together and design a flag for my government. And this my flag and my map of our country.
So there definitely was a benefit for you in terms of completing work for other classes, yes?
Yeah.
And this was this heart and peace sign and all that stuff that's right there, the scales. Was that done in Photo P?
Yeah, I created in Photopea and I put something like gradients for the background that I learned in this class.
And I'm sure that this is not going to be the end of it. I'm sure you're also going to, produce other things for classes as well, right?
Yeah, maybe I would create some project or like some poster for other class in the future.
And what would you say is the best thing you got out of this class?
I would say I learned how to help others in this class because I'm in a support team and sometimes people will like send me email to help them and you can learn how to be a leader in this class. And also the Photoshop stuff.
So all working together and looking out for each other, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, Nina, thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Okay. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay, our next testimonial is from Aaron. Okay, and Aaron's going to share with us about his business that he's starting, which is a graphic design business where he's actually generating income. Right? Aaron, where are you, Aaron?
Yeah, hi. My name is Aaron Maltani. I'm currently a senior at Stewart High School, and I take Mr. Van's graphic design team. Now, during the pandemic, I had an idea to create a sticker business that will help me create some side income during the pandemic. So, with the help of Mr. Van's graphic design team, I was able to use my drawing skills and the skills I learned from his class, graphic design skills, to make my drawings, digital and make them to stickers I can actually sell on my page. So some examples I have here are all my stickers. I sell all these stickers on my Etsy shop, and I'll show you that in a bit right now. Let me share my screen. So here is my Etsy shop. It's called Just Sticker Co. You can find it on Etsy on etsy.com/Just Sticker Co. Now, I sell a variety of stickers from Punjabi stickers, anime stickers, food stickers, and even stickers from like shows like Simpsons. And one of the skills I also was able to use in Mr. Ben's Greenhouse class was making thumbnails and also the sticker designs in Photoshop and Photopea, as I was able to take my drawings I made on my iPad and make it to a digital drawing and file I can use to promote my store online and even make thumbnails for my shop, as you can see here with my Bart sticker that I made. I used Photopea and Photoshop to create a beautiful thumbnail to make my stickers appear good for my shop.
Quick question: how do you get the money? What's the
Oh,
you guys use?
well, for me, you just have to buy the product, and then for me, I think if I have my total revenue, I've made around $74 so far in the past month. I've opened the shop. I opened the shop around last month, so I've actually generated a pretty good amount of income considering that I've only opened a month ago. I only had like $75, and a lot of views too because of the you know
And how do
stickers
they
I've
pay you?
produced.
How do they pay you? Do they pay you through Cash App or what? What? How do
Oh
you?
no, they just send me the money via PayPal.
Oh, PayPal. Okay, PayPal what they use. Okay, great. And you
Yeah,
have it's kind of like that Etsy is kind of like it's kind of like an Instagram in a way that you can buy things off of, right? It looks
right.
like
Yeah.
that, right?
Mhm.
Okay, great. So which of your stickers has the most generates the most interest and popularity from all the ones that you've created here?
I would say probably my Levy sticker. For some reason, a lot of people like to love the sticker a lot. I personally don't watch AOT, but I know a lot of people who do, and for some reason, people really like the sticker.
Okay,
So yeah.
great. And which ones are actually um your own design? Like in other words, like your own creation. Is there any are they all your own creation?
Well, mostly there's anime characters, but they're all hand drawn by me digitally via my iPad. I use Procreate, and even right now, I'm actually let me stop sharing my screen. I'm also currently drawing another anime sticker as we speak.
Great.
So yeah, I do the digital drawings on my iPad, and then with my Photoshop skills from Mr. Vance's class, I'm able to make them to a digital creation and sell them online as a sticker.
Okay, let me see your technique again. Can you hold that up real quick?
Yeah, sure.
You hold a drawing on top of your tablet, right? And you trace the drawing. Is that
No, only for some. For some other ones, I hand draw myself, and then I just draw on my iPad.
okay? Wonderful. That's awesome. Okay, Aaron, thank you so much. That's really
Mhm.
great. I really like seeing people take things from this class and moving on and creating more things with it. Well, wonderful. Okay, and then our final presenters are going to be Melanie and Lance. So let me just really quickly share my screen, and I'm going to be presenting their work on our Instagram. So you guys can see that real quickly. So I'm sure you two can see my screen. Yes, Melanie and Lance. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go to our Don Graphico Cerritos High School Instagram, and this is where you can come and anytime look at the class portfolio. So there's a few pieces here that we've done throughout the semester, and one of them here is done by our student Lance. And this is a banknote that Lance designed. Can you, Lance, tell us a little bit about your banknote?
Yeah, sure. I based off my banknote of Elon Musk, and so I basically what I did with the overall banknotes, I made sure to like add little Easter eggs to it. Like some people might see it already, but some don't really. But one of them, let's say like the face of the banknote, it's actually like a hot dog. Because like during Elon Musk's college years, he used to like survive just eating on like hot dogs and drinking orange juice, and that's why there's also the orange tree in the back. I want to like add on like more like personal stuff about Elon Musk into the banknote, but like being very subtle about it. And like yeah, it's just I feel like looking back at it now, it looks decent, but I feel like I could improve from it. So maybe like next time in the future, I could do much better. And yeah, that's what I have to say about it.
So what was your favorite? Was this the first thing you ever designed in your life? Like, or did you do design things previously?
I did do a lot of like, I've done a couple stuff in Photoshop before, like a couple years back, but then like I like stopped using Photoshop, and then like with this, I only used Photopea because yeah, this is the only, I guess, like resource that I had
Sure.
that time.
Sure.
And with it, yeah, I it's it's a it takes a bit of learning because it's like Photoshop, but it's also not. But like you can still get some really good results and similar like results with Photoshop within Photopea. So
Great.
it's good.
Great. And you know, a lot of times you guys Photoshop, sometimes you'll be, you know, there's certain times in your life where you are exposed to it, you have it, and then sometimes you don't because maybe you didn't buy it or you had it in a class and then all of a sudden you're at home, the class is over and it's gone, right? So what's nice about these online programs we introduced in this class like Photopea and Vector is that they're always available and they're always free. Okay, so that's what I would like to expose you guys to is all these other things that these alternatives that you can look into to explore. Okay, well, we have one last presenter, and this is our student, Melanie. And Melanie's banknote is right here, correct, Melanie?
Yes.
And you designed a banknote for, is he a rapper?
He's a singer.
Oh, tell us a little bit about him.
So, I really like his music, which is why I decided to do my banknote project on him, which I thought was pretty cool because we have the creative freedom to choose what we want our topics to be about or what we want our projects to be centered around. But at the same time, there's like still a lot of guidance and direction that we receive that we're able to create such art without so much confusion because throughout our class sessions we go through like pretty detailed tutorials on how to do them, but even if we're still confused at home, we have a community drive where the tutorials are posted for while the project is like in session, which I found to be really helpful because even after listening through all of the lectures there are still some tools that I was unsure of how to use. So accessing these resources were pretty helpful. And again, I really liked how we have the creative freedom to decide what we want our projects to be about. I'm pretty happy with the way my project turned out, but I would say the hardest part for me was figuring out the color scheme and also just choosing like the layout because there are a lot of different elements that I wanted to incorporate into the design. So figuring out how I wanted to put everything so that it made like so that it all flowed together was a little bit difficult for me, but luckily we learn about different aspects of art such as color and layout in the class. So I think this course is also helpful for anybody who's interested in art in general.
Great. And I love the results. I think this is an amazing piece.
Thank you.
What art background did you have before this class? Or was it this your very first design class?
Yeah, so I don't really have any background with art or graphic design or even computers. So I was a little bit concerned about how this class would go for me because I had no experience. But I think the way that the information was presented to us was really clear and like concise. So it wasn't that hard to catch on and start learning how to use all of the programs that we were taught.
Great. Thank you so much for your input, Melanie. Okay. So once again, you guys out there, if you're interested in taking this class, this is Intro to Graphic Design, and I am the teacher, Mr. Van. We heard many testimonials from students who have taken this class. This is our Instagram, Don Graphico at Cerritos High School. You're more than welcome to join to see more beautiful work. And we are done for this. So have a great day. Have a great elective fair, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Take care.